So we're gonna do a sriracha flavored dish, and we're calling it our honey sriracha chicken. The calories, we have 450, 14 grams of fat, 37 grams of protein, and 49 grams of carbs. So we're gonna start off with our marinade. This is where all the flavor is gonna come from. We're gonna add some freshly chopped garlic. We're gonna add a little bit of mirin, and what mirin is it's a Japanese seasoning for rice. What happens with mirin is when you cook mirin, the alcohol evaporates and you're left with this nice, sweet, flavorful, usually used in rice. So when you go and get sushi, you have that nice, flavorful sushi rice. That's from the mirin. We're gonna add, of course, our sriracha. Give it a nice little kick. We're also gonna use a little bit of honey. Now honey is a little bit higher in calories compared to sugar, but it's also sweeter, so we can use less. And honey's great because it doesn't raise your blood sugar level as high as sugar. So we're using honey today to give a nice little sweetness to offset the spice. And we're gonna add a little bit of salt. And we're just gonna mix our marinade together. We're also using boneless, skinless, antibiotic-free chicken thigh. So we're gonna flavor it with some honey and sriracha sauce, or what we like to call rooster sauce, to give it a nice little kick. We're gonna just mix that in the bowl here. Make sure our chicken thighs are evenly coated. For every 3 ounces of chicken thigh, there's about 25 grams of fat. Chicken breast is around 21 grams, so it's a little bit lower. We're gonna let our chicken thigh marinate for, I'd say, at least 10 minutes. If you have 30 minutes, the longer the better. That way all those flavors are really soaked in. We're gonna let it sit for 10 minutes. We've preheated our oven to 450. We're going to cook our chicken thighs for approximately 10 minutes. We'll check on them, make sure that they're nice and evenly cooked. So I like to use a little bit of parchment paper when I'm lining the sheet pan. This is just so it's easier to remove the chicken thighs from our parchment. Now that we've let our chicken marinade, just gonna get all the good sauce on there. Have a nice layer. Chicken thigh. Let's get some of that garlic in there. Put these in the oven for 10 minutes. We're gonna garnish the chicken with some fresh green onions and some toasted sesame seeds. That just gives it a nice little freshness to it. A little bit of color. We talk about how you eat with your eyes first, vision. So we're gonna use that pop of green. So our chicken's ready. What we're looking for is that nice charred look. Give it that little crispy texture. And then all that juicy moisture flavor is inside. We're gonna pair this with our white rice and blanched broccoli. 3 ounces of white rice, 4 ounces of our broccoli. And then we're gonna top it off with our nice seasoned fresh chicken thigh. We're giving our chicken thigh a little bit of nice garnish. Some green onions, top it off with a little bit of sesame seeds, and then we have our final product.